2 weeks ago, I went on a short-term mission trip with Canyon View down to Brazil to build churches on the Tapajós River. I've been on several mission trips before, and this one was easily the hardest one I've been on as far as work. The manual labor that we did was really difficult. But the reason I think I was able to keep working every day and not be kind of discouraged by it was because of what a church meant to the village where we were.
So before I left, I was feeling pretty nervous, which I think is common going to an unknown country that I've never been to before, especially when it's in the middle of the jungle on the Amazon River, and I can't swim.
The missionary that lives there, who was heading up our trip, told us that in a village, when people gathered as a small group, they would have a little bit of attendance. People would kind of come, maybe not be that serious about it. But as soon as they got a church in their village, then all of a sudden people were really serious about it. It was like something's really happening here. And so for them, their village, it's kind of a Brazilian cultural thing that to have a church in a village really, really means something.
When I finally got there, I had a peace that just knowing that I was there doing God's will and that He was protecting me. When I think about the sacrifices that I made to go on this trip, the cost, the time off work, and just actually stepping out of my comfort zone and doing something, that's what makes the reward so much better when you start to see these people's lives that are being changed because of what Jesus is doing. No matter where you're at, it's a chance to impact the world for the kingdom.
I would recommend that anyone goes. Daniel and I were the youngest people on this team, and everybody else was probably, I would say, late 40s, early 50s, and they worked just as hard as we did. So there's no excuse. I mean, nobody's too old, nobody's too inexperienced. I work at an office all day, at a desk, and there's no reason for you not to go.
Some people think that as Christians, going into another country and planting a church can be really intrusive, and that it can be actually stepping on their toes and hindering. But when I actually got there and saw the love that these people had and the need and the want they had for a church building, and how they were just so excited to have us there, and they just invited us into their homes. How often do you get to say that I got to build a church in the Amazon? That alone is a good enough reason to go.
Remember when our songs were just like prayer, like gospel hymns that you called in the air. Come down, sweet reverence, until my simple house I